God really spoke to me while I was in think about it. This is not an exaggeration. I was too weak to pick up a cup of water, just a little plastic cup of water. Betty would move my head on the pillow where I could turn it. I couldn't get up. I had to try to roll, and I had to be rolled. God spoke to me, and he said, "You're going to learn something now." And he said, I put Isaiah 58 in front of you years ago. You remember the night of 9/11. I told you it was a message to the country and to the church. And he said, you've seen the truth of it. And in that passage, it ends with, you will become, if you'll do these things, you become a watered garden, a well-watered garden, and an ever-flowing spring. You become like a river. And then you begin to repair the breach in the wall. You begin to restore the age-old foundations. And you'll be known as someone who helps do this, but you're going to be a well-watered garden and a flowing, ever-flowing spring, like a river. And God spoke to me, and he said, James, that message is for you now. It's for the church. It's for your nation. But the only way the nation will ever understand the liberating truth they need to understand is for the church to deliver that message, not just in word, but in demonstration. They've got to be able to see the effect of what I say and see the fruit of who I am, what I say, and what I do in their lives. You're to become a well-watered garden, and all believers are to become the fruitful field, connected to the vine, bringing forth fruit, like a tree planted by the river, always drawing the strength that I offer, being instant in season and out of season, totally depending on me. And James, you've got weeds in your garden. And I shed light on them. And it's just like you said, and one of them was sugar and your appetites. And God spoke to me and he said, you will no longer justify your weaknesses by all of your past problems. You will not justify what you do now because of what happened to you then, because of what you didn't have when you were a child, what you didn't have when you were a boy, how you didn't have a father. Well, you've got a father now, and you've got a family now, and you don't live held captive by your past, and you got weeds, son, you got weeds. And he said, if I shed light on something, if I shed my light on something, and I call it a weed, you come in agreement with me. You agree with me, and let me deal with it. I'm the one that can remove it at the root.